People have been telling you for decades that coffee is great for you. It makes your brain work better. It's drunk by doctors, and the media loves it like it's a gift from God. But here's something that 99% of seniors don't know. Not all coffee is the same. It's possible that some of the coffees you think are good for you are actually killing you. It's harm that you can't see, smell, taste, or touch. There is damage that can raise your blood pressure by up to 14 points in 3 weeks, make you forget things more quickly by more than 30%, and block your arteries without notice. The worst part, there is a greater than 40% chance of dying from a heart attack or stroke if you drink the most dangerous coffee every day after age 60. Why haven't you heard this before? Because the coffee business is a $100 billion machine that makes money by keeping you hooked, even if that means putting harmful chemicals, mold, and compounds that raise cholesterol into your body. There are words like gourmet, premium roast, and natural energy that they use to hide. This list will show you the 4 bad coffees that might be hurting your health right now, along with the 4 good coffees that can fix the problem. The foods are ranked from most dangerous to life-threatening, and from most healthy to life-changing. And our second worst coffee, it's in almost all grocery stores, and you probably have it in your home right now. Coffee, no, for instant coffee packets. With extras, a lot of older people think that instant coffee is the best and easiest choice. It's ready when you tear open the package and stir in hot water. You don't have to make a mess or wait, and the label even says it's natural or low in calories. But here's the shocking truth. A lot of these instant coffee packets have unhealthy ingredients that are hard to find, especially for people over 60. There are often hydrogenated oils, fake creamers, synthetic sweeteners like sulfate and potassium, and preservatives that mess up your metabolism and irritate the lining of your gut inside that cute little pouch. That coffee in the morning that you thought was good for you might be full of chemicals that cause inflammation and weaken your kidneys without you knowing it. In fact, a 2020 study published in Frontiers in Nutrition found that the levels of C-reactive protein rose 23% in people over 60 who drank artificially sweetened or pre-mixed coffee drinks every day. This protein is a key indicator of inflammation and aging. Here's what you can do to fix the damage done by instant coffee packs. First, look at the list of ingredients. If it has hydrogenated oil, non-dairy creamer, or any other item ending in O that isn't lactose, you should not buy it. If you want to switch, try organic freeze-dried instant coffee. It is just frozen and brewed coffee with no chemicals or other ingredients. Add warm water, raw almond milk, or cinnamon to it, and mix it together. This will help keep your blood sugar stable. Meet Judith, an Arizona teacher who is 67 years old and has retired. To keep things in check, she drank 3 packets of flavored instant coffee every day. Over time, even though she was eating well, she started to feel bloated, her legs started to swell, and her blood sugar levels became unsteady. Her doctor saw early signs of a fatty liver and kidney strain. In 3 months, her inflammation markers dropped by 30% after she switched to clean instant coffee with no added ingredients and drank enough water. She said the mornings were better and there were fewer crashes in the afternoon. If you think that's bad, wait until you see what's in this next kind of coffee that most seniors drink because they think it's safe. Flavored coffee, syrups and lattes, made with creamer or coffee, no. 3. Let's talk about the hazelnut syrup you keep next to the coffee pot or the caramel vanilla mocha you got at the coffee shop yesterday. It seemed like a good deal because it was a special treat. These flavored coffees taste great, but they are one of the fastest ways to raise your LDL cholesterol, kill your gut bacteria, and raise your blood sugar, all in one cup. Most flavored coffee syrups have high fructose corn syrup, propylene glycol, a solvent made from petroleum, and artificial flavors that mess up your brain's cues for fullness. They make you more hooked, hungrier, and more angry. On the other hand, trans fats are often used to make creamers. These fats are illegal in some countries because they are linked to heart disease, but small amounts of them still end up in flavored coffee goods. A study from 2022 in the Journal of the American Geriatric Society found that seniors who drank coffee drinks with more than 12 grams of added sugar every day had a 39% higher chance of getting metabolic syndrome, which includes high blood pressure, belly fat, and pre-diabetes. Here are some safe ways to add taste to your coffee if you really like it. You can use real vanilla flavor, cacao powder that hasn't been sweetened, or ground cinnamon, which lowers blood sugar. Use plain plant-based milk instead of the colored creamers in the fridge all the time. Meet Harold, a former engineer from Michigan who is 74 years old. Every morning, he loved getting a vanilla latte from the drive-thru. He thought it was a small pleasure of retirement, but over time, his waist got bigger, and he had to take stronger blood pressure medicine. Harold turned to black coffee with organic vanilla extract and oat milk after his doctor found that the syrups and creamers were the cause. He lost 8 pounds, cut in half the amount of medicine he took for high blood pressure, and felt like he had more control over his cravings after 3 months. Are you still with me now? The second coffee on this list is one of the most popular ones you can find in grocery stores, and it's killing seniors with a poison they can't taste or smell. Coffee. No. 2. Coffee made from mass-produced beans that aren't organic. It's scary because this is the kind of coffee most people buy. It seems fine, smells good, and tastes great. But if your coffee comes from large-scale non-organic farms, it probably has mold toxins in it, which you can't see, smell, or taste. In particular, we're talking about mycotoxins, which are tiny poisons made by fungi when coffee beans are stored, processed, or transported. Because these poisons don't change when they get hot. They make it through roasting and into your beer. They are a secret but deadly threat to people over 60. Mycotoxins have been connected to inflammation in the liver, stress on the kidneys, mitochondrial failure, low cell energy, and even neurodegeneration, mainly in older people who are less able to detoxify. Food Control Journal reported in 2021 that over 45% of conventional coffee samples from big U.S. retail brands had detectable levels of ochratoxin, a mold-based toxin that was shown to hurt rodents' brain and kidney function, even at low doses. How then can you avoid this? Pick coffee that has been tested for mold and mycotoxins and is labeled organic. Read the label to see if it has any third-party lab approvals. Also, grind your own whole bean coffee if you can. This lowers the risk of being exposed to batches that have been contaminated for months. Also, don't heat up coffee that has already been made. Toxins from mold build up when things are stored incorrectly and heated and cooled many times. Rosa is a grandmother from Florida who is 69 years old. Her brain fog, bad sleep, and constant tiredness had been bothering her for months, and her doctor couldn't figure out why. But after reading a story about moldy coffee, she switched to an organic brand that didn't have mold and started using a French press made of stainless steel. In just 2 weeks, she had more energy. By 8 weeks, she no longer had memory problems, and her kidney function signs went from being slightly above normal to being normal. Number 1. Coffee that hasn't been filtered, French press or Turkish coffee. This is what really shocks me. Seniors should avoid some of the hottest and purest coffee types, like Turkish coffee and French press coffee. They skip an easy step called filtering, which is why that happens. A chemical called cafestol stays in coffee that is made without a paper filter. This chemical is found in the liquid part of coffee and has been shown to raise LDL cholesterol by a lot. LDL cholesterol is the kind of cholesterol that builds up plaque in your arteries and makes you more likely to have a heart attack or stroke. Even if you live a healthy life, your arteries are more likely to harden after age 60. A 2020 study in the European Journal of Preventive Cardiology found that people over 60 who drank unfiltered coffee every day saw their LDL cholesterol rise by an average of 14 milligrams per deciliter in just 3 weeks. That's enough to put a lot of people in a high-risk group for heart disease. Do not use a French press or boil your coffee in a pot. Instead, switch to a different method. If you use a paper filter, you can still enjoy rich coffee. You can use it in a drip machine, a pour-over, or even a metal cone that you can use again and again with a paper cover. This gets rid of more than 90% of the bad oils without making the food taste very different. Meet Alan, an Oregon professor who is 72 years old and has retired. He made Turkish coffee for decades because it was something his family did. But new tests on his cholesterol shocked him. Even though he ate well, his LDL level went up. In just 5 weeks, his LDL dropped from 148 to 122 after he switched to filtered pour-over coffee. His heart doctor was also amazed. Alan didn't have to give up what he did every morning either. Things you should do with coffee now that we know about the 4 coffees that hurt seniors every day without them knowing. It's time to change the subject. Because if you drink the right kinds of coffee, you can not only stop the damage, you can even fix it. No. 4. Organic light roast coffee with polyphenol boost. A lot of people think that darker roast coffee is better for you because it's stronger, but that's not true. Before age 60, a lighter roast is best for saving your brain, heart, and joints. An organic roast is even better. More chlorogenic acid is found in organic light roast coffee. Chlorogenic acid is a strong antioxidant that lowers inflammation, speeds up the processing of sugar in the blood, and even helps the liver break down fat. When darker roasts get really hot, these chemicals are often lost. An experiment published in Antioxidants in 2022 found that older people who drank 2 cups of light roast organic coffee every day for 6 weeks had 27% better capillary function. This is a measure of how well blood vessels open up and carry oxygen. That means better blood flow, clearer thought, and a lower chance of having a stroke. The third type of coffee is made with lion's mane mushroom extract. Lion's mane is a medicine mushroom that has been shown to help older adults keep their memories and help their brains grow new cells. When mixed with coffee, it makes a strong brain booster that not only gives you clean energy, but also keeps your neurons from getting damaged with age. No. 2. Chicory. Root coffee. Chicory root coffee is a great choice for older people who have trouble sleeping, are tired, or have high liver enzymes. It tastes rich and creamy, almost like real coffee, but it doesn't give you the crash, jitters, or acid reflux. It has a lot of inulin, a prebiotic fiber that helps keep gut bugs healthy and helps the liver detox. Coffee, no one. Ceylon cinnamon cold brew coffee. When made right, cold brew coffee has less acidity and a smoother taste, which means it is better for your stomach walls, teeth, and adrenal glands. It turns into a metabolic engine with just 1/4 teaspoon of Ceylon cinnamon. Cinnamon from Ceylon lowers blood sugar, makes insulin work better, and protects vessels from glycation, a type of damage caused by sugar that speeds up aging.